In this video, I'll show you how to implement search, sort, and filter in your REST API using Node.js and Express, so your API delivers exactly what users need when they need it. Stay tuned and let's optimize your API like a pro. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a senior software engineer with years of experience in JavaScript and Node.js. My goal is to help you become a confident and stress-free developer by increasing your skills and proficiency. Let's get started. Let's take a look at how search, sort, and filter works. A client makes a request to the API, usually passing search, sort, and filter parameters in the URL query string. On the server side, the API parses the query string and converts it to where and order by conditions to query the database. Where and order by depends on which ORM or object-relational mapper you are using. So you have to check the documentation to correctly construct the conditions. In our case, we will be using Prisma ORM. Let's go ahead and jump into the code and implement search, sort, and filter in the API project. I am in Node.js Express project. This is a task manager API. We're going to update get tasks request to be able to search tasks by name, filter tasks based on completion, and sort them by created at and a due date. Earlier, we implemented repository pattern. So we're going to start by updating repository interfaces. If you want to learn how to implement repository pattern in your TypeScript Node.js project, please check out this video. Let's go to src data repositories repository.ts file. Here we defined iTask query parameters interface. Let's update it with the optional search, completed, and order by properties. Search is a string, completed is a boolean, and order by is an object with a key created at or due date and the value ascending or descending. It is always a good idea to limit the fields you allow users to search or order against, because when you have a lot of data in the database, you will need to index those fields so the queries run faster. Too many indexes is never a good idea because they slow down writes to the database. In our case, we are limiting sorting by created at and due date. Later, you will also see that we will be searching only task name and not task description. In add-task-repository.ts file, let's update list-tasks method. We will type where object as Prisma task where input and add name property that is an object that contains query search. If your project is small, you can update the Prisma's where condition to search through descriptions as well. However, if the project has a lot of data, this will require introducing a full text index. You will also have to use a different syntax in your query, so you will need to check with your ORM. If the query requirements for your project are so that users should be able to search through a lot of different fields, you should check out Algolia search engine. Even if you don't have extensive search requirements for your project, check out Algolia anyway. It's pretty cool. Next, let's update where to filter tasks based on completion. It is a bit tricky because we don't use boolean to denote if the task is completed, but rather a date when it was completed. Also, if completed filter doesn't exist on the request query parameters, we need to return all the tasks. So first we need to check if completed property exists on a query. Basically, if it's not undefined. If it exists and it is true, we use syntax to get tasks where completed on is not null. If completed is false, we get tasks where completed on is null. Finally, we need to update tasks find many to use order by. Since we structured it the same way the Prisma uses it, we just need to assign query order by to order by property. We're all set. Now we need to parse search, sort, and filter query parameters and update controller's list tasks method to use them. But before we do that, if you are learning something new, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Let's go to utils.ts file and create parse task query parameters function. This function will take the express request as a parameter and return iTask query parameters type that we defined earlier, so we will need to not to forget to import it. We will destruct search, completed, and order by from request query. Next, we will add logic to determine completed. For sorting the query parameter, we'll use a hyphen or dash to separate order by field and its direction, resulting in a format like created at dash descending. We will make sure to only accept order by if it is created at or due date and the order is ascending or descending. Finally, we will return an object containing search, completed, and order by properties. At the top, let's also import interface iTask query parameters from repository. Now let's update the code in the tasks controller. We will import parse task query parameters function from utils. In the list tasks function, we will call parse task query parameters, passing the request as an argument. The return task query parameters will then be added into the query object for the repository list tasks method. We're all set. Let's spin up the dev server by running npm run dev. In the API test.htp file, we will update getTasksRequest method with a search equals task to search for tasks that contain word task in their name. We will get back the result that satisfies this condition. Let's narrow the query by adding completed equals 0 and order tasks by created at descending. The returned results also satisfy the conditions. None of them are completed and they are ordered by created at descending. Looks like the code we added to search, sort, and filter tasks works. In this video, we only did basic filtering. If you want to learn how to do a more advanced filtering using sophisticated filtering techniques, please watch this video next.